is a green light, so getting stuck in to this race. Let's see what happens. The first three-car race around Kangaloo Sec, a brand new start to this. You can see the X44 just edging in front. It is Cristina Gutierrez taking the lead, but staying with her, Emma Gilmore and Veloce looks like she's got a good run on this, and she's taken the lead. We're on board with the Sainz car. It is Carlos Sainz. He's in third place, but he's found a better way past. And we've got a problem, I think, for Gutierrez. The X44 dropping back hugely. It's Veloce who have taken the lead.
Now we see hyperdrive from all three drivers. That's because this section's flat. Carlos Sainz moves past Emma Gilmore. Gilmore drops in right behind him. I think she might try a slipstream. Going to try and pull out on the way down towards the hairpin. It's such a long run. Gilmore's late on the brakes now. Sainz, though, has got the inside line. Gilmore might try and cut back on the exit here. Can she get past before the narrow section? Dirt flies up over the screen.
The Acciona team out in front at the moment. Veloce, then X44.
Leia Sands climbs in, Carlos climbs out, so their lap belt on first of all. So Loeb and Sarrazin now, both way more experienced, remember, than Leia Sands. Leia Sands still learning the differences between bikes, cars.
Well, look, he's looking for a way round on the inside. Can he do it? No, not quite. That is brave from Loeb. But what else would you expect? Looking for another way round.
He's having another look, going to get into the rear quarter, going to go up the inside of Sarrazin, cuts up over, goes through the side of the lake. Loeb makes a pass where we said you couldn't pass. Well, that's out the window, isn't it? 9-time World Rally Champion says, yeah, you can. No worries. And Loeb is now absolutely slicing into the lead of Leia Sands. It was 9 seconds, it's down to 7. Still, we haven't seen anybody use hyperdrive. We're going to see it now. Loeb's in behind. Here we go. Sebastian Loeb on the hyperdrive, going for the pass and just blasts straight round the outside. Leia Sands responds by using hers as well, but Loeb has just got a nose in front. Going to come down to the braking zone at the next crest. Who's going to be latest for it? Loeb might move across and try and block her on the line. Brilliant move. It couldn't be closer as we come up to the end of this race. Oh, look, Stefan Sarrazin is right there. Leia Sands needs to be super defensive now. Loeb, how quickly is he going to go across? He's got to take a risk on it. The cars are too close to be going slowly through here. Sarrazin goes for an alternate line, launches the Veloce machine. It's a brilliant move by Stefan Sarrazin to take the lead. Sebastian Loeb drops down to P2. Unbelievable. Leia Sands up and over the crest, side by side now. Loeb is going to, he's broken the suspension. He drops back. Sebastian Loeb going to take the win for X44. Second place, Leia Sands for Acciona Sainz. But incredible by Stefan Sarrazin. I know the car's broken, but the dream nearly came true. What a semi-final. Green light now, brilliant start in the middle of the grid for RXR. Fantastic reactions from Johan Kristoffersson. I think that right-hand side of the grid for Andretti United is tough stuff. It's a bit bumpier on the run away. Jutta Kleinsmith, though, looks to have edged them on the run towards the first corner. Now Kristoffersson crests it up, comes alongside, side by side with the Outcroop machine. Timmy Hansen right up underneath. Hansen looking up the inside line. Will Kristoffersson know he's there or not? Timmy Hansen makes a pass in turn one. Johan Kristoffersson now on the left-hand side of the car. He might have an advantage as they run down towards the hairpin. Expect them to use the hyperdrive any minute now unless they want to hold on for lap 2. Kristoffersson goes now later in the lap. We thought he might pass his Hansen immediately. He's going to now have that inside line. Timmy Hansen, I think, is waiting, as we suggested, for later in the lap.
So this is a section in semi-final 1 that we saw a pass being made. Can Hansen do anything about this? Because he's right behind Kristoffersson. We see the inside line.
Oh, Kristoffersson's taken a flag down.
Yeah, he's taken a flag down. That could well be a penalty. You're not allowed to knock those waypoint flags down. Visibility so poor for Andretti United. This could be a real game changer, and I bet you the teams are trying to radio to their drivers to say to them, and even Kleinschmidt, who's a little bit further back, there is still opportunity for you here, but that's not going to stop Hansen from trying to make a move.
10-second penalty. So it's a 10-second penalty for RXR, and that means now they have to come in 10 seconds ahead.
Side by side as they come down the hill. They are side by side, and this is the moment Hansen feels that he can take the lead, and he has. But the crossback, the switchback from RXR, he's taken the high road. You can see there's a big difference in the height of the dunes there. This is the riverbed, but Hansen looking like he's got a great line, the inside line into this high jump.
Fantastic stuff from Timmy Hansen, very opportunistic. Johan Kristoffersson jumps it out big time in the background. In we come now. Crucially, this is all about the championship leaders. It's all about RXR. They've got this 10-second penalty. Ekstrom jumping into Abt Cupra. Molly Taylor jumping into RXR. Katie Munnings getting in for Andretti United. Ekstrom's losing time. He's lost 3 seconds in that last sector, and that is not like Matthias Ekstrom. So I wonder if he's got an issue.
Your hyperdrive,
As I
whatever
say, that she
happens.
passes her. Brilliant.
Of course.
Well done. Proper commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Go on then, Katie.
And that's without the hyperdrive. She's still got that up her sleeve to use as well. Remember, Taylor yesterday had that roll. She was absolutely fine, carried on with the car. That section of the track has been taken away for today to make the racing a little bit better. And my word, it has not failed, has it? As Munnings launches that car into the sky. It's going to be the Andretti United team and Katie Munnings, Timmy Hansen pairing that take the win. They've done a fantastic job. Rosberg Eggs Racing also go through. They were 11 seconds behind in the end. They had that penalty. That's why it's 11 seconds. They did a great job too. Disappointment for the App Cooper team. But my word, what a drive that was from Katie Munnings and Timmy Hansen. And they are off. You can see on the right-hand side, slightly difficult to get away. The Excite Energy team doing a good job though, but I think it's the JBXC team who are stretching out in front. They've taken the early lead. Can Segi TV, Chip Ganassi team fight back? They're going to try to as they go down to the slingshot. All the way to turn 6 is what they'll try and do. You can see them ducking and diving. Christine GZ at the back there. She's trying to find a way through, but at the moment it's Arlen Kotolinsky who goes out in front from Price and GZ. They're stretching out their lead. This is good stuff. No one using the hyperdrive, but just look, all 3 cars in a line. There's nothing between them at the moment.
GZ having a look up the inside line here. If there's contact, it could be trouble. Has she got the pass done? She has. Christine GZ makes a pass. Up at the waypoint at the far end of the course, Sarah Price drops down to P3. Remember, only 1 car goes through as well, you know, so yeah, you could count JBXC out if there isn't carnage for everybody else, but at this point in the race, it's far too early. Oh, broken steering. No way. Unbelievable. Segi TV, Chip Ganassi Racing just cannot get a break.
And you could see the excitement that gave Ollie Bennett. I mean, you don't want to be good at when you're cheering over something else before it, but he knows exactly. He knows it means with JBXC's penalty that there is a route through to the final.
Ollie Bennett jumping in. Don't forget, JBXC were P3 in the standings when they came here to this event. Bennett gets released now. Kevin Hansen will have to wait another 30. Kevin's going to close this gap again here. Ollie was pretty cautious round by the side of the lake, and as he comes up through this section, I'm pretty confident he's down by another 2 seconds. You could just see the attitude of the car. Ollie was waiting for the grip. Kevin was getting the car by the scruff of the neck and chucking it in. 13 seconds to gap. Bennett's got to hold on for this half lap. Bennett on the nose. Bennett on the nose, big time. Came off far too hard on that. Lights have gone out on the front of the car. It's still running.
On Ollie Bennett, the pressure is on, and he goes though. He goes wide and manages to do it. Bennett looks like he's slowed down, and it looks like Hansen's managed to make the pass through. Oh, there's a car problem. This is not what they needed. It's exactly what JBXC needed, but disaster for Excite.
Well, oh no, heartbreak for Bennett.
This is the team, JBXC, despite a 30-second penalty. Gets through. Hansen delighted. Kotolinsky delighted. Jensen Button is overjoyed that they are through into the final, claiming the very last place. A 5-car final. Joy for some, disaster for others, and heartbreak.
5 cars then on the run down to the first corner. What's going to happen here? Far left-hand side of the grid, Andretti United is very bumpy there. Contact already between JBXC, just getting into the rear corner. It looked like of Acciona Sainz. Acciona Sainz dropping back. X44 and RXR side by side. The car's bucking up and down. It's so bumpy on the run down here. Sainz is at the absolute back of the squad. The Acciona Sainz car. Munnings uses the hyperdrive now. Takes the lead. Katie Munnings has taken the lead here. Molly Taylor for RXR coming in, trying to make a pass on the run down towards the first corner. Big braking zone down here now. Up through the middle. Sebastian Loeb for X44. 3 cars wide on the braking zone. Loeb's going to leave it as late as he can, so will Munnings, but it's inside line for Molly Taylor. Surely Taylor can get this from here. JBXC are right there. Acciona Sainz a long way off the back. Now on the brakes. Watch for the wide line and the cutback. Coming around the flag. Loeb runs a little bit deep. Molly Taylor looking 4 cars now into the narrow section. It's going to be Sebastian Loeb who finally gets the whole shot. The exit waypoint. It's contact between JBXC there. Can't quite make the pass, and it's Andretti United who hold on to 3rd.
Taylor, Munnings, they're really battling here, and I tell you what, Munnings is really keeping Taylor honest.
Kevin Hansen is back onto the back of Taylor and Munnings, so Kevin has really closed the gap down. Is anyone going to go for an alternate line? I think not on this lap. I think they'll take it steady.
And at the point where the marker denotes, they have to slow down to 30 kilometres per hour. You can see there, actually Taylor goes early, and then behind them, Munnings, she did a good job.
Munnings was close there. She was really close. I thought she might collect the back of Taylor. It's down. The lead has got a rear right puncture.
So they can fix it. They have a tyre there. You can see at the back, the engineer mechanic just getting the car up on the jacks. They'll have a chance to get back in this, but this is maybe blowing away a lead.
We thought his line was good across the rock garden, but maybe it wasn't, Jenny. Maybe just had a problem. They got the wheel off already. Loeb's got the wheel nuts in his hand in the car. She'll be belting herself in.
Yeah, a 9 times World Rally champion becomes a mechanic for the moment as he has to help this stricken team to get back up and running.
Andretti United leading now with Hansen at the wheel. Johan Kristoffersen in right behind, but Michaela Arlen-Kotlinski has gone with them as well. I didn't see if any of them used hyperdrive. I don't think they did. They're going to be saving that, Jenny, for passes down that back section. Really impressed with Arlen-Kotlinski. She's going with 2 of the best rallycross drivers in the world here. These guys are so good. Kristoffersen coming in wide and then tight. Hansen might try and stall him up at the apex. Kristoffersen now full throttle on the exit. Oh, over the crest, they are still side by side.
So one of them takes the higher line, one of them the lower line, and you can see Timmy Hansen took that lower line, but the air they got there, incredible. This is a real duke it out fight, and they are no holds barred. Oh, but damage for the Rosberg car. This is the moment. This is the battle for the Arctic X Prix. This is a battle and a challenge for the championship. Munnings has done a great job to set up what is a fantastic win for Timmy Hansen. He looks to come across the line. They have smashed it out of the park. Congratulations to them. Andretti United win. A fist pump for Timmy Hansen. They collect 25 points. They are delighted. Well done.
Absolutely brilliant. Back with the team.
Well, the team congratulating Timmy Hansen. You can see what it means to them.
Yeah, Andretti United on the top step for the first time. Timmy Hansen and Katie Munnings.
So the final race results are in. It was RXR coming in last place, a minute in the end behind. Loeb and Gutierrez, 27 seconds behind, of course, with that 5-second penalty. The Science and Sounds team, 22.86 seconds behind our winners. And then Arlen-Kotlinski and Hansen getting the second place. That's how the podium will look, with Munnings and Hansen for Andretti United atop of that podium.